you're thinking of learning to ride or have just started, here's some important information you'll need to know about the Module 1 part of the test. Before you book your Module 1 test, you must make sure you've passed your motorcycle theory test and completed the 5 elements of compulsory basic training. You'll need to have taken both of these within the last 2 years or you won't be able to take the test. To find out more about CBT, visit direct.gov.uk/CBT. You'll need to bring the following documents with you: a valid theory test pass certificate, a valid CBT certificate, both parts of your driving licence. If you've got an old-style paper licence, you'll also need to take a valid passport with you. And you must make sure you're wearing appropriate clothing to give you the necessary protection. This sort of clothing isn't acceptable. This is what you should aim for, but if you're not sure, speak to a professional. To find out more about appropriate clothing for your test, visit direct.gov.uk/motorcycle. Here's what happens on the test. The examiner will check your paperwork and confirm your identity before taking you outside, where they'll have a look at the bike to ensure it is safe to use for the test. You will then go on to the motorcycle manoeuvring area, where you'll be asked to ride as if you're on the public road. That includes carrying out any necessary safety checks and avoiding contact with the marker cones. Here you'll carry out the following exercises: the slow manoeuvres, manual handling, you'll be asked to park your bike forwards in either of the 2 bays marked by the green cones and place it on its stand. You'll then have to take the bike off its stand and wheel it backwards into the other parking bay, placing it on its stand. Slalom and figure of 8. This is the slow control and steering exercise. The examiner will show you this diagram and explain what's required. You'll be asked to ride between the yellow marker cones. When you reach the 2 blue cones, ride in a figure of 8 for 2 complete circuits. Once you have completed the exercise, the examiner will signal you to pull up close to where they are standing. Slow ride. You'll be asked to demonstrate your ability to ride as in slow-moving traffic. Move off and ride slowly in a straight line, pulling up near the box formed by the blue marker cones, ready for the U-turn exercise. U-turn. Here you'll be asked to ride your motorcycle in a U-turn between the yellow or white lines, pulling up on the opposite side. Remember to treat this as if it were a public highway. The high-speed manoeuvres. Cornering and controlled stop. Enter and leave the bend between the red and blue marker cones. You should aim to achieve a speed of about 30 to 50 km/h as you ride through the speed measuring device. Once you have passed the speed measuring device, brake to a normal stop, pulling up under full control. Your front wheel must be within the area formed by the 4 blue marker cones. Cornering and emergency stop. Enter and leave the bend between the red and blue marker cones. As you go round the bend, try and attain a minimum speed of 30 km an hour. When you reach the speed measuring device, you are required to be travelling at a minimum speed of 50 km an hour. The examiner will signal for you to stop, as in an emergency. You need to stop as quickly and safely as possible wherever you are on the area. Cornering and hazard avoidance. Enter and leave the bend between the red and blue marker cones. As you go round the bend, try and attain a minimum speed of 30 km an hour. When you reach the speed measuring device, you are required to be travelling at a minimum speed of 50 km an hour before steering a course between the two blue marker cones, coming to a controlled stop. Make sure you stop between the final blue marker cones. This is the end of the high-speed manoeuvres. The examiner will ask you to switch off your bike and return to the test centre, where you will be given your result. You'll also be asked if you want your instructor with you for the debrief.
Okay, Joel, well that's the end of the test. I'm pleased to tell you that you've passed.
Yes.
Well done.
I have recorded a couple of rider faults here for your further development. Would you like me to go through them with you?
Yes, please.
Do you want your instructor to listen into the debrief?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Yep.
If you've passed your test, you'll be over the moon, but if you haven't, then you'll naturally be disappointed. Whatever the outcome, make sure you take time to listen to the examiner's debrief. They will give you useful advice on how you can further develop your riding skills so that you can take this forward into Module 2, or you can use the information so that you have a better chance of passing Module 1 next time. For more information, go to direct.gov.uk/motorcycle.